let's go to setup, check the tires. I don't think, maybe street. And as I understand, give it a bit more air, always helps for it to drift a bit faster. Okay. The funny part is this, I just ordered a Logitech R50, so we will be trying to drift with this one today, and then maybe next week we can see how it is with a direct drive wheel. Also thank you to Project Motorsport. I have been checking for something with good telemetry, and this one here seems to be good. So I have an idea of how to drift, the theory I have. But yeah, the thing to hold a drift, no chance. I don't really understand how to initiate it properly, especially how to hold it properly. So yeah, this might be fun. And if I really start to lose it, I might go to play some No Hasi. I don't understand why the car grips up like that. It's very oscillating here. Let's just try with a corner maybe. Oh, this is going to be fun. Ah. apparently the strat to just let go of the wheel. A little bit of munchy. Over the grass, but okay. Might also be the problem that I'm so used to driving and trying to catch the drift all the time that right now it's really, really strange to try to drift. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like I said, sometimes maybe, or what I feel. Let's try. Maybe it's also the pedals, because I have the standard Thrustmaster pedals without any. They have spring, but they are really easy, and there is just like a knob to stop the brake. So it's more feeling driving than anything else. Hey, I held it a bit. At least with this one, it doesn't grip up that fast. That's okay. But still not ideal. Just for fun from outside, just to see. Overcorrect, I feel like. Not great. Yeah, that's neat. I'm also on 900 rotation, so do not make it easy on me myself. Wait, am I stupid? I want the front to grip better. Let's try it like this. that's already... Ah! It's because I go full gas. But that's already better. Where is the pit? Where is the pit? Where is the pit? I got the idea, but... I just need to speed it up a bit. No, I'm not dancing with the car. I'm panicking with the car. That's a big problem. Whew. Let's try again. From inside. That was bad. Yeah, restart session. Set up. No, that should be okay. I hate that. If you see. My clutch pedal here is a little bit fluttery, so sometimes I destroy the engine because of it. I have to stop. Instead of clutching in, braking. Ah, hi Levy. Heh. Sorry, there was a noise in my ears that wasn't. I think it wasn't from the game and it sounded like fireworks. But since fireworks in Luxembourg are pretty illegal even here. That transition phase where I have to catch it. That I still have problems. Yeah. I'm weird. At least the car doesn't overheat. I don't know what's going on. Not for you guys, you didn't notice it, but my screen went dark. And it always tries to switch back HDMI. I definitely oscillate too much. Let's try that. Yeah. The E30 BMW, the standard one. But I'm using it with 90Ss and I put more pressure, less pressure in the front than in the back, to see if maybe the grip in the front will help me to somehow get it done. They have, it's the KS E30 drift that they have in the game. Yeah, apparently the BDC pack is easier. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Maybe for the stream tomorrow I can try it. Yeah, and my problem is right now the initiation. Somehow I don't. Maybe I'm too used to doing normal races. So I don't trust letting go of the wheel. And yeah, the throttle control. My pedals are a little bit like throttling air. But I like the I like the project Motorsport hub that he did. His videos are okay, but I don't like his mannerisms. I don't know. Ah, I'm too high. Talk back to. Yeah, it's a pain. I tried it once a little bit in Forza Horizon because I thought it would be easier. But I think I'm further here after half an hour than I was there after 1 or 2 hours. It's more intuitive. Whew. I think that was okay. Gave me a heart attack. I panicked a bit too much. How long have you been drifting? No, I'm on the single monitor and no neg effects right now, sweet one. I was thinking the same, that maybe I need that. So that I can see better when I get to the apex. You know, when I have to let go. We'll have to look into plugin, or do I have it in game directly? I can always check and see it. The last car that I had was a T-Roc R, so always been a little bit more cars that go fast but somehow don't kick the ass out. Yeah, the old CRXs, those were crazy with the clutch. As soon as you let the clutch come, those were beasts. Oh, okay, I think. I didn't map the button that I need right now. Electronics. Turbo full. No traction control. Tires. That might help. With a B18. Oh, that's nice. Oh, well, I'm over 40, so when I was really into cars and I could do stuff like that here in Europe, swapping engines and so on wasn't that popular at all. Hola. Oh, the engine won't like me. Oh. one thing that I always hated is I had one friend. He came back from the UK and he wanted to sell me his Supra, but I didn't have money at that time. For the time, I think he was asking 20,000. It was a lot of money. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that's nice. He wanted you to drive from point A to point B, straight. And the problem was that during that time, we still didn't have any drift associations, or else maybe we could have tried that. Maybe I shouldn't have run it with 100% turbo. Yeah, I don't die and don't get caught by cops. At drag racing... How is drag racing if you really compare it to anything else? Especially on a prepped track. Yeah, they won't die thing, that's why I do everything on the simulator now. Didn't I put... no, I put turbo buttons here. Okay. Okay, the engine is up here now. And let's go. I really wish I had a gear head in my family. My dad could build anything that was house related, and my uncles too. For the rest, forgot him. One of them was in water. I could forget him all the time. My dad, even now, when I saw that when I bought the T-Roc R, and he saw that it had 300 horsepower. Why do you need that? And even his engines only know how to drink and go straight. Sometimes I get lost in those boosted videos and McFarlane and so on, just for fun, but it's just crazy. It's good that they never put a price tag on everything that they buy. I sometimes ask myself even, how much do you make during a tournament? Do you even make halfway decent money, or is it really just good luck? If you are top of your game, you might get a little bit something, but if you are on third or fourth place, you are essentially just dumping money into it. And now a lot of people are happy that they have YouTube and get YouTube money out of doing stuff like that. Okay, yeah, especially the spare parts, yeah, that's good. If you had a Japanese guy who would ask you, why do you buy Japanese? Still looks bad, but I like the Supra more than BMW right now. Yeah, that's what I thought, that it's a money pit. Hey! That was a halfway decent corner before I crashed and died. So tomorrow I will have to try with neck effect and see if it's better. So everything E85. So everything with ethanol. Here in Europe, I know a few people that have American cars, but we have of course the Audi and the BMW bros, especially the BMW bros, and then we have a lot of people that love JDMs. I've always been a JDM guy. Not even saying, okay, let's see how it is, maybe I can learn something. Nothing. Just, it is German, no. We helped them in the war, that's enough. And right now Porsche is also, it's one of the best track cars for sure, but in the end the base, if you look at it, the Macan especially has the same engine as a VW QRS3. And then QRS3. Hey. Yeah. And I think they still are, in a way, of course. Some of them already. Wasn't Chrysler the ones that worked with Mercedes? Mercedes. Oh, back to the pits. That's working well. Like even now when I watch, sometimes I get into the rabbit hole of YouTube. So when I watch Do Not, and they have the mechanics and so on, even they still to this day hate Audi or any other Germans because they want efficiency, but efficiency when the car is driving, not efficiency when you have to fix the car. The E92 was... That was the last one where the M3 was in V10, right? That was the last series. Or was that the E90? Because yeah, that one was a pain. Good sound, but... Ah, it was the first V8 V3 to them, okay. I was always an Audi guy, and yeah. Right now, if I could just buy a fun car for me. Yeah, okay. Right now, if I could buy just a car to drive around, but I simply think it's too expensive for what it is. It would still be the old RS3. The one with the 2.5 liter 5-cylinder. That sounds the same as the old Quattro. The owner of the gym where I go, she has one. With a little bit of an exhaust, so when she gets out of the garage and you hear the car, it's just pure porn. Yeah, the first Audi RS4 2-liter V8 was a funny one. I have a friend, he works in an Audi garage. A lot of richer people bought those, went to the south of France. And because of the temperature, the cars overheated and they broke down over there like hell. So they had to go and pick up a few of them in Monaco, in Nice. Pizza and so on. Too slow. Well, the other thing I would always, but it's been years, even before Fast and Furious came out, I always wanted an R34. The Nurse Spectre. As you can see, maybe you might be the same. I don't know why I like my cars fast, but I want to be able to carry people with me. Not really a Ferrari two-seater or something like that. I need to use the brake more often. Ah, damn. Yeah, I like to travel to when I travel, I like to travel to Thailand a lot. For years already, because I fell in love with the country. And over there, they have a good culture for R34s for years and Supras and everything. And they are just, something special. Yeah, now you have so many R34s that they start to be really, really expensive and really, really rare because people put 1000 horsepower into them just to wreck them and destroy them. Yeah, it's crazy. But even in Japan, as I understand, they are expensive like hell now. Because yeah, a lot of people want to import them, trash them. But you have the same as here. Here we have an kind of a 25-year rule. You can import them before, that's not a problem, but if you import them and they're older than 25 years, you can nearly do whatever with them, whatever you want. Because I've seen here in Luxembourg, I have one that isn't far away from where I live, who has an R33. There is another one who has a beautiful R34, a bit purplish black with carbon hood. Okay, because you also have something like a show car license, no? Where you can do like 5,000 kilometers, miles, no. 1,500 miles per year, but you can import a car like that too. Yeah. It's kind of funny because if you think about it, there are some cars that came out in the US that are illegal in Europe because they simply don't have the how do you say that, Couchzone? I think it was a ZR1 or something, because the engine was too close to the bonnet, so you don't have the flex, and those were illegal because it was good for the pedestrians, and for you it's like, yeah, it should have a blinker there, and it doesn't have a blinker there, so so they were hoping that the guy was just look at it. 240 SX, yeah, Japanese car, Japanese. Okay, good, let's go. That would be the problem here. I think that the cops here, they know the cars too well. Because a lot of those cars, police, they import them. Yeah, Fast and Furious. It's sad, but Fast and Furious, Gran Turismo, they made them a bit mainstream. Else you would still not have them there. Especially Gran Turismo. Why do I have 80, 30 somethings here? My hands are getting tired. Been drifting non-stop for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Trying to drift. Let's be honest. Yeah, I imagine in Florida you find stuff like that, and you find a lot of the American cars that we don't want on the road here. Because they are bigger than our roads. I will be honest, I always wanted to go to the US, but right now, I don't know why right now I don't think I would fit in. Or maybe I would get a ticket to another country. I had planned in 2024 I was looking at it. No, 2023 I was looking at it. I think people in general should be friendly. You just should see me if I got a little bit of sun. If you want someone to look like everything that Ice would hate, I'm it. Portuguese origin, so I look a little bit more Arab. And when I'm in the sun, I can pass as a Mexican. But yeah, in the next 3-4 years I should go visit. I don't know if I want to see New York or something like that. More small stuff, small places and so on, yeah. Never really been one for the big cities. So go up from California up to Seattle and so on. Because what I was thinking was, But that was also because I wanted to visit some snake people that I watch and that have their zoos or reptile shops and so on. So I was thinking about Michigan, and then from Michigan go down to Salt Lake, and then from Salt Lake go down to Utah, and then go down to Florida. Yeah, I know. I know the US is, yeah. I live in a country where I can be, I have one country, if I go south, if I drive south for 20 minutes, I'm in a country. If I drive east for 45 minutes, I'm in the country, and if I would drive west for 15 minutes, I'm in another country. I thought New York, Florida would be more than 24 hours. Yeah, that's a little bit like from north of Germany to Portugal, New York to Florida. So you would pass Germany, Luxembourg, depending how you drive, Germany, Luxembourg, France, Spain, and get to Portugal. It's only about 1,500 miles. Oh, I thought it was more. Because since you have New York is, and then you go down. Yeah, okay, if you go at the entrance of Florida, yeah. But if you go to the... Yeah, that's like about the same as from my home here to my parents' home in Portugal, more or less. We are 2,300 kilometers. And we could do that even with a few hours of sleep, we could do that in one day. But most of it motorway, so when I was young, 48 hours. Because you had to drive through the pit, now you have motorways around through the Pyrenees, through tunnels and so on. But in the 90s, early 90s, you had to drive over the Pyrenees. So you had traffic jams like hell because everyone was crashing. And of course, not the easiest roads. I did. Well, now back in December, I did about 3,000 to 400 kilometers in Thailand. Just to visit places that are not the usual places where every tourist goes. So it would be okay for me. Yeah, you would go through Louisiana swamps, then afterwards through the desert, and then all the mountains and so on, close to California, depending on how you drive, and then California itself. Yeah, would be a nice trip. But I might also be in places where I don't understand the locals. I'm saying that as a person that knows a few people from Manchester and so on in the UK. And those people, you also don't understand them. When they speak with each other. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But I'm also one of the people that always, when I laugh, of course. But when I see videos of people, you know, like, oh, they don't know about Europe and so on. Come on, show me an American map and ask me, yeah, this state, where is it? Besides a few of the main states that you always see, like California, Florida, maybe. If you don't have the lines, New York is already pretty hard to find. Washington is also okay. British Columbia is also still okay to find. But then if you go into the middle, most Europeans cannot tell you about those. Ask someone, tell me where Nebraska is, tell me where Kansas is, or those, yeah. Yeah, okay, most Europeans know most countries still from the European countries on the map. I think. With this generation, I'm not sure. But my generation, yeah, we still manage that. And I'm talking about Europe. If you go into the Balkans and so on, there are some countries that a lot of people also will be able to manage. Yeah, our good old AI. I'm so happy. I don't know why, but in the beginning of the year I thought, let me buy 2 good computers, one to stream and one to play games on. If it continues like that, I'm a millionaire just because I have 64 gig of RAM in one computer, 32 in the other one, and a laptop with 64. Yeah, I'm well off. I could buy a house in some country already with it. In some country. Yeah, poor guys who still have an old system. Really, hope nothing breaks. I still have warranty on everything at least till next year. Yeah. Last time I was if you talk about this generation, the thing is, our parents were saying the same. Yeah, this generation is lost, they don't know anything, blah 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 blah. But I feel like really the generation we have now, especially with Twitch, we are getting to a point where I'm worried about our future. They are the ones that will pay our pensions. Depending where you live. No, we don't have enough RAM for that. I think I saw an article that Samsung and Hynix they will need only just for the ChatGPT, for the latest ChatGPT data room, they will need over 40% of the every RAM that we can build right now in a year for the next 2 years or 3 years. We are stuck a bit. Right now, I don't think we are able to evolve faster to get Murphy's Law. No, not Murphy's Law. The law that every 2 years the technology prices halves and the speed doubles is done for. Yeah, the problem is you have someone called Donald Trump that is totally into AI, so he will bail them out for now. Yeah, it's a whole. It's every company that is is at the forefront of AI is hoping that there is a breakthrough so that they get their money back. But also don't hope that the bubble bursts. If this bubble bursts, it will be a million times worse than 2008. The other thing is, right now it's normal like that. What I don't understand is, look at Netflix. Netflix is, or was at least, 60 billion in the whole, or even more. But somehow a company like that is still buying Warner, is still buying stuff. I don't know how they do it. They don't work in, they don't have any profit, they don't have anything, but somehow they still have enough money to buy stuff. Yeah. We are not far away from something like Serenity. One day we will all be speaking Chinese because we don't understand what we are doing in the West right now. Of course, it's better to have a society like we have it, not a society like China has. But we will have a point system here too, so for sure. How am I doing after 1 hour and 41 minutes of trying? He asks after spinning out 2 times. Thank you for the follow. Help. Oh. Ah, well. Sure, you are always welcome. Take care. See you around. Oh, damn it. So, let's see how we can progress. Maybe I should put on me headphones to hear something. To be honest, I think it's okay for today. I'm tired and somehow I just broke my Steam Deck. I pressed a bit too hard on the button and the screen simply broke, so I'll have to find a replacement screen for it and order it, because I won't pay again 200 and something euros just for it if I can simply change the screen. Okay, see you all around. See you tomorrow for the same as today. Continue to try to drift and maybe some no Hasi and some other games. Let's see. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye.